Well, they about to lock up Dr. Umar.
They not locking up Umar, man.
They closing in on him.
They not.
The title of this video is "Authorities are closing in on Dr. Umar."
Dr. Umar Johnson has made an enemy out the wrong person, and he's in some major trouble because of it. This person has already taken a lot of money from him, and now they're spearheading an investigation that could potentially lead Umar Johnson to a prison. The woman in question, who's been Umar Johnson's biggest nightmare, is Marianne Lorient.
Umar probably beat that.
Now, about 5 months ago, she did an interview with this content creator called Lennon Honor. Now, Lennon Honor does great work on Umar Johnson. He's been covering Umar Johnson for a while now. Me and Lennon Honor has had runs in the past. I don't dislike him. I'm sure he probably dislikes me, but there's really no issues on my end with Lennon. During this interview, she tells Lennon about her run-in with Umar Johnson and how it started with her making a donation to Umar Johnson and the FDMG school. And then that quickly transitioned into them getting into business together. And that business relationship ended horribly with Umar Johnson trying to get money out of her.
I believed in his vision. I loved his idea because the way I
kind of walking in from the sunlight by the boarded up school.
Don't with the music.
That's how we appeared to her.
Dr. Umar.
Vision. I loved his idea because the way I saw his concept, this is someone who's coming to breathe life within the Black community. And then the Lord has blessed me. I ain't rich, but I was able to make a contribution for FDMG.
Yeah, would you like to share how much that donation was, if you're comfortable with that?
$2,000. That's the initial donation to this.
I should at least get the floor swept.
How the connection became with him.
Umar Johnson apparently called her to thank her for the donation. And when he called her to thank her, by the end of the conversation, Umar Johnson was asking her to next time she donates, instead of $2,000, make it $4,000.
I think it did the Marvin Sapp close the door. Who gets $2,000 and asks for four? The next time.
Pimp.
Nigga, who says it's gonna be a next
pastor?
Who says it's gonna be a next time?
Dr. Umar? I don't know who does that.
Look, I've donated already. How much more money you need?
To me, he was humble. He was gracious. The only little red flag I had, and then I didn't notice it. I thought it was rude, but now, like, I'm the type person, when something goes south, I go back and try to re-examine stuff. He was like, next time, if you could get 4,000 is first of all, just say thank you. He
Right.
told me next time if I could get 4, and I thought that was rude and a little bit.
My sister, $2,000 is not going to be acceptable. Frederick Douglass wouldn't have taken $2,000. Marcus Garvey wouldn't have taken $2,000.
Danny Glover.
Gregory Hines would not have accepted $2,000.
Balls to ask somebody to double their donation. But around that time, Umar Johnson was that dude, yo. Umar Johnson could call your phone and tell you, hey, bruh, yo, we pushing for Black people. Hey, bro, we on a mission for Black people, bruh. Yeah, you donated, but next time, come a little better. Because Umar Johnson had that cachet with Black people. Right now, man, he'll be lucky to get a $10 donation from somebody, man. But, so this happened in 2019. Apparently, they stayed connected for years. And then they began to talk back and forth about a conversation about a documentary. Umar Johnson asked her to make a documentary about his life. Now, she was a filmmaker. She's never done a documentary before. So she was kind of uneasy about it, but Umar Johnson kind of 100% guaranteed her that he would take care of everything.
Well, at a certain point, you donate to him in 2019. At a certain point, he asks you to do a documentary of his life. Do you remember what year that was?
The documentary, we established a rapport. It was like probably around 2000 or end of 2019. He asked me to, yeah, I know.
He always walking slowly around that same block.
He might live in the building, son.
He's got to live in the building.
He might live in there, son, in the basement.
If we go around there, we guarantee to see him, son.
But I can't remember exactly the date and time.
Yeah. So the end of 2019, could it have been 2020, the beginning of 2020?
Yeah, beginning 2020, around that time frame.
Okay.
So he asked me to do a documentary on his life. And look, again, I'm a filmmaker. My antenna just went, because he has an established audience. He has a platform. But I was transparent with him. I said, Doc, I make feature film. I have never done a documentary. He's like, so what? You're a producer. I said, yeah, that documentary and that film, that's two different beasts. They are cousins. The process of doing a documentary is not the same process of doing a film. Like, the documentary is very detail oriented. It's involved with fact. And then after you collect your data, you have to do an observation of the subject. I said, someone of your caliber, I don't think I'm the right person to do the documentary. Quit playing with me, Queen. Quit playing with me. I have hard regard for you. I want you to do it. I will back you 100%. I will put my sweat into this. Yo, Queen, when I say Doc is on board.
Was he on top of her when he was saying that?
Son, don't.
About what he was going to put?
Allegedly, don't.
I guess that was like preliminary stages, kind of just gathering assets, gathering a plan, gathering production team. But she still does a lot of work for absolutely free, right? Now, when it was time for them to really get the production team on board, really start filming, really getting everything in place, traveling, doing certain things, filming at certain locations, she tells Umar Johnson, yo, we got a budget. All right. Now, yo, this budget consists of a lot of things, the filming, flying people to like certain places, like hotel. Bro, it's all encompassing. Now, it's going to cost a lot. You can back out right now and there's no hard feelings, but yo, the bill is going to be $86,000.
It's like $86,000. My sister.
Umar Johnson tells her, man, don't trip about the money. Oh, that's nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that's the easy part. That's petty. And he ensures her move forward with the $86,000 budget, put the production together. Let's get started.
The financial report for the document.
While we get started, I'm like, yeah, we will get started. Just what you said.
A half,
Right.
a portion, half is anything.
Something. How do I pay these people?
Right.
How do I?
Because we already in it. She's saying they're already.
Right. I've been filming, so now if you green lighting,
right. This
matter
is
of
what
fact,
we need.
I would consider everything I did before then. That's the free stuff I did. I did that.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know, I was
already
enjoying your speeches anyway.
right. But right here, from this point going forward,
I got people I got paid.
Yeah.
The documentary. Again, it's like he asked me to do it, so I'm gonna present you what this gonna cost. So when I called, I said, Doc, like I told you, I don't really do documentary. I do film, but you were so inspiring to me. I took the project on, but this is probably the most costly project that I've ever done, and I kept it to a shoestring budget. Doc, when I told you I cut corner of finance, I cut corners. Like, yeah, okay, well, what is it? We good. I said, it's gonna be $86,000. I said, that's expensive, Doc. And he's like, nah, we're good. We could do this. He's like, Queen, you worrying about money. You worrying about the petty stuff. I said,
Yeah, how much did you say? How much did you say it was going to be?
$86,000.
And this was for the documentary.
This is for the documentary.
Umar Johnson is a cap artist, man. If Umar Johnson tells you the money there, man, you got to double check if that money there, bruh. So they have a start date. Right around the start date now, she contacts Umar Johnson for the payment so they could get everything booked up. Umar Johnson then changed up the entire plan on her and pulls the rug from out of under her.
You're going to have to give them the entire money. It's not like a layaway plan or half up front, because, you know, everything got to be paid as we go, because the documentary is like, we were going to capture. So we did research, we did observation. We were going to capture some live lecture. You know, we were going to bring it. Right. So, and he's like, oh, listen, family. Oh, Queen, all my money's tied in FDMG. I don't have a risk since going this documentary. You go ahead and fund it. I'm going to put my sweat. You have my.
You go ahead and fund it.
what'd he say? For her to go ahead and fund it?
Say my documentary.
I don't know you, man. I don't owe you nothing.
Family. Oh, Queen, all my money's tied in FDMG. I don't have a risk since going this documentary. You go ahead and fund it. I'm going to put my sweat. You have my backing when the money come in.
Nobody wants your sweat in your back.
You recruit
Yeah,
what
hurry
you put
back.
in, and then, just give a little something to FDMG. I don't even care if you don't give me nothing. I just want to live a digital imprint for these young boys that I'm going to create this school so they can know about Umar Johnson. I don't want no white man doing my documentary. He went on and on and on. And then I paused. So after I paused, I said, well, Doc, let me get back to you.
We're going to try to speed this up because, trust me, it gets really bad for Umar Johnson very quickly, okay? So, yeah, like she hangs up the phone and says, we're not doing this, bro. Umar Johnson isn't really somebody they could rely on. Now, maybe if this was somebody else who was serious, who was consistent throughout the entire process, but Umar Johnson had already been annoying her, right? So she was pretty much done with this. Umar Johnson calls her back 2 days later. She tells Umar Johnson, hey, bro, it's not happening. Sorry, we can't do no documentary. That's when Umar Johnson switched it up and then have a bright idea and ultimately convinces her to not do the documentary, but do another project that includes him.
2 days later, he didn't even give me a chance to call him. He called me like, okay, what's the verdict? When we starting? I need to email you these lectures. We need to get started. And, because I gave him a list prior to colors not to wear. And I want to take some picture of when I'm going to wear each lecture so you can tell me if it's okay. I said, Doc, I don't want to bust your bubble. I've already talked to production. Everybody morale just crashed. He's like, what? I said, I cannot take that financial burden. I just can't. As much as I want to, as much as I'm, it's in my blood boiling, I cannot proceed with that. That's like way too much of financial commitment. He's like, I don't care. You have body of work. I said, yeah, I have body of work. Film. I told you that documentary and that film or like Cousin, I can't. I was willing to take a stab at it, but I can't take that financial risk, and I am not willing. So that's the business part of me. I got to my senses. See, when it's your money, you wake up quick.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I could tell like he went down. He's like, oh, Queen. Okay, you said you can make a movie. I said, yeah, doctor. Well, let's make a movie on the spot, just like that. I said, you want to make a movie? Yeah, let's make a movie. That's what you could do, but I don't have no money to put in no project. I will give you my sweat. You will have my undivided attention. You will have my support.
Why you keep offering the sweat?
What do you think this
Why
is?
you think sweat is so valuable?
It's a trade-off.
Nobody don't want your sweat. You sweat all the time. There's nothing more worthless than your sweat.
Hey, your sweat, nigga.
Your sweat.
Did nothing.
A sweaty ass.
Right? We never see you hold a hammer.
It's more abundant than air.
Hey, man.
And let me also say this. This lady's a dummy, too.
No, she not.
Yes, she is. She a big dummy.
She done already gave him 2,000.
She gave him 2,000. He asked her for 4. She was like, oh, that's weird. Anybody, if I give you something and you ask for more, didn't even say thank you. I'd have never spoke to you again.
Facts.
Never.
All facts. And I want my money back.
That's why
I'm one of them.
That's why they prey on women. Women do not like to back out. Women don't know how to cut their losses.
I'm just chill.
You got me.
Right. You beat me. Yeah, I got beat.
A woman want to still feel like, no, he's a good person. I did the right thing. Maybe I just was a little slow. Maybe I should have gave more. Maybe that's how a woman will work it out in her head some kind of way.
Let me tell you what this is.
She don't want to cut it off.
Umar saw her. Say, yo, she an easy lick.
She an easy lick.
They gave me 2 bands.
She liked it.
I'm great. Right. She probably gave him some. That's what's not mentioned. She probably gave him some, which is cool.
No, it's not if you're trying to do business.
Son, I understand.
No, it's not. If you're doing any kind of serious business, no, it ain't.
So listen. He had a bright idea of, you know what, I want to do a documentary. She said, you know what, that's cool. That's not really necessarily my forte.
Because he was at our house after they finished doing it. He was like, oh, this is a nice camera.
You're right, eating
like,
snacks.
I make film and stuff.
Right.
She said, oh, I got a great idea for you.
This is going to be the idea of the year. So with that being said, the realization kicked in when the money kicked in. When she said, yo, this the fund, this is going to cost how much? Is it 86,000, 96,000 or something? He ain't gonna kick that money out, and we're not saying he does or does not have it. Because from the understanding, he's got over $1 million in donations.
Especially back then, it was popping.
Yeah,
it just went out and like, yo, we trying to make this documentary. Yeah, Tariq did it.
Yeah, no doubt. But I mean,
funded his own movie off the people.
Is, now that's not right.
No, he did. Tariq did. He
Tariq did, but we talking about Umar right now.
Right. He not the, he got a, he be messing money up. He be up the gas station.
He charismatic.
Yeah. He just do a lot of talking. But yeah, I think she's silly. And she got caught up emotionally. It's no way before this story is over. I don't know if today or tomorrow they was doing it. There's no way. Even they was doing it, she wanted to do it to him.
Yeah.
She was invested.
Yeah,
she wanted to believe
invested.
this is a good guy and she wasn't silly and blah, 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 blah. She kept going deeper and deeper. A dude, first time he gave him that money and he flipped like that, I was like, oh, this nigga ain't shit.
Like, yo,
This ain't shit. Don't even hit my phone for nothing. We're taking donations, brother.
And a matter of fact, man, forget the donation. I ain't get my bread back.
Right. You lucky I ain't do that. But I would have just took it like, all right. He caught me. I gave out the kindness of my heart. He caught me. I could take that.
I will push this film. I will give you my platform. He gave me a whole song and dance. I'm like, now you're speaking my language. We're gonna make a movie.
Umar Johnson actually shows up.
She said, what?
He does his part.
She said, now you're speaking my language. Because that's what she really does, makes films. But like, this is why she's stupid. This nigga still ain't getting you no money.
Yeah. All right, I'm with you now, son. I'm entitled to changing my opinion, man.
He's still offering you sweat.
His sweat off my. Don't, man.
He's still offering you sweat. No way.
It's called sweat equity.
If it was valuable, if he was a person that really got down and did something, you a talker. Of course you're going to talk. I mean, that's the whole movie. You know what I'm saying?
Umar talking.
Right. So
he ain't doing nothing.
So how is he giving up something special? You ain't lifting nothing, you ain't building nothing. If that was the case, the school would be together.
No doubt.
Kind of sweat on up in there. Oh man, but yeah, she's silly. She was caught up. He hit her with the, you know what I mean, with the black power stick, and that was it.
The shingle
stick.
Umar Johnson actually shows up. He does his part. He actually shows up and they film this. So he was consistent and reliable in that regard. But here's where things break down. And this is one of those things where you look at Umar Johnson and say, yo, you could have avoided all this trouble if you were just a reasonable person. So they film everything. She founds a theater partner where they're putting like the movie and the film in theaters to make their money back. She funded everything. Now when it's time to do a screening, because obviously, you know, the theater will give you one screening where you come and you see if everything is okay, if the coloring is right, if everything is great. And then once you do the screening, you give the go ahead and now they put it in theaters. She tells Umar Johnson, hey, the theater wants to do a private, you know, screening for the producers. We come, we see if we like everything. If not, we can edit certain things out. Umar Johnson then blows up on her. He then blows up. How dare they do a private screening? He hasn't seen it yet. He hasn't co-signed, but he still had the opportunity to say, hey, I don't like this. Let's change this up. If you come and do the private screening and watch the movie. But he started to demand things that she didn't have the resources to do.
So I said, I'm willing to pay for you. No.
Hold on, right. I want to see what the movie was called. Awakening.
Hold on.
She didn't have the resources to do.
He got his two wives with him?
I don't know, something. That probably was her. Awakening, a Lauren Vision production presents service, love, and loyalty. So it was a movie. He probably was playing himself in the movie.
It's a self-doc, son.
Right. No, it wasn't a documentary. She don't know how to do documentaries.
Oh, it's a self-film.
Make it a movie. It's a love story. You got
starring. Listen, look right there. Starring who?
The Reverend Dr. Umar. Umar Johnson.
Oh, Reverend Doctor, man.
I said, I'm willing to pay for you. No. You send me the finished product. I said, first of all, that's not possible. It's on that film, but it's not like no DVD. And he couldn't understand the concept. I don't know if he think I was playing game or not. I said, Doc, I'm giving you an option to see it. No. You give me the finished product and then we move forward.
So this is from February 8, 2023. Umar states, you are not allowed to show that film without my approval. I have not seen it and I do not give you permission to screen it. And then you stated a private screening is just the executive producer to see the image on the screen and to hear the sound. And then he says, complete disrespect, all in all caps. You reply, how am I being disrespectful? Why are you so angry? Can you come to Cleveland and see it? And text when you capitalize everything that's shouted. And then you say
he couldn't make it to Cleveland, man. Look, so they doing all this behind his back, all that private screening. He not for that. Okay, Omar not for that, man. It's not cool. It's very disrespectful to him, man. He gotta see it first.
You were
Anyone put the soundtrack
project. Now all of a sudden you've turned against the project. I am baffled by all of this. I didn't say you couldn't see it. I asked you your location in Maryland, and you ignored me. I offered to FaceTime.
And let me cut you. The location. Let me cut you real quick. The location, Maryland, because he was doing a lecture. The reason I asked him, I told Sarah, instead of doing the screening here in Cleveland, can I have my screening done in Maryland? So I tried my best to accommodate him. Please continue.
Yep. Let's go to the next one. This is again from February 2023. Everything needs to be. Okay. So yes, you were pleased with the project. Now all of a sudden you're turned against the project. I am baffled by all of this. I didn't say you couldn't see it. I asked you your location in Maryland, and you ignored me. I offered the FaceTime to show you the movie, and you declined. You're not meeting me halfway. The file cannot be sent email. It doesn't have the capacity to be sent that way. It is too large. And I keep calling you, and you're not even picking up the phone. And then Umar responds with, everything needs to be in writing. I prefer text message.
Yeah, that's when he shut down. He no longer was calling me or accepting my phone call. He just wanted to communicate, email and text. Communication was completely, verbal communication was shut down at the time. Please continue.
Yep, and this is February 2023. I'm not speaking to.
He said
he was hitting it.
He was doing it to him.
Yeah, he was hitting it. He
goes to until I received a link to watch the movie in its entirety. And then you replied, I did email you a contract. You already have that in writing before filming. And if you want, you could FaceTime and see the whole movie. I've given you two options to watch it, and you refuse to take either one of them. And then Umar said, I never signed any contract.
Yeah, because he didn't. He didn't.
Yep.
You see how conniving he is?
Yep. You do not have my approval to proceed with this film. I have not been given a link to see the movie in its entirety for my approval. I do not give you permission to include my likeness in any way, shape, form, or fashion in your movie.
You wanted this movie.
He wanted the movie. I believe it. I believe, I don't think the sister lying.
She don't seem like it.
I really don't. But the text is missing in this is where she said, look, we're going to show the production team and everybody, to go through the film. But again, to produce this is going to be $100,000. That's the part that's the text message we missed. That's when he started to flip. $100,000.
Look, she shouldn't have done anything
for this dude
until she got the check. Well, first of all, like I said, you should have stopped talking to him when he hit you with the, with the flim flam on the money.
Oh, no doubt. But she said she funded this whole film, though. Not the like you said, it's not a documentary. It's a film. She funded it.
He showed up with the
sweat equity.
Right. She had all the money.
Use my likeness in any video, trailer, movie, except of any excerpt or of any movie, parts of interviews, or any portion of the brand that is Dr. Umar Johnson or Prince of Pan-Africanism. You do not have permission to release any clips or trailers that depict the image of Dr. Umar or his related brands. You already posted a trailer without my permission. You are a deceitful, disrespectful, and unprofessional liar. I will see you in court.
Now, according to her, when a movie is filmed, they have a copy of the movie, but obviously you can't email something that large. It is not uploaded, like to no cloud. And also the format in which the film is in, like the theaters have it in a specific format. So the theaters can't even email it to you because the format they have is something, that's needed. So like they could play it in every theater, right? So Umar Johnson couldn't get a link to it. And she kind of felt sketched out that he was asking for a link to it directly, opposed to just coming in person and watching it, or her FaceTiming him and showing him the entire movie as they're watching it. But he wanted to be in possession of the full link, and she kind of felt sketched out about it. Now, here's where you begin to kind of realize.
Plus, this is a screening, not like a release, like it's their final cut. They look
right. What it sounds like, what it looks like.
It's not going out to the public.
No,
Maybe this was premeditated by Umar Johnson. He never signed the contract, even though everything in the contract was things that Umar Johnson agreed upon and told her directly he wanted. But the contract was sitting in his inbox for months. And he purposely never signed it. And he knew he never signed it because the minute she brought up a contract, he already had that trump card. No, I ain't signed no contract. Right? So here's where things break down. So Umar Johnson then begins to ask them for money. So Umar Johnson says, hey, I don't like nothing about this.
You're asking me for money. For making a movie about you.
Don't word it like that.
You wanted to make. Right? Am I getting this right?
Did she pay? She funded.
That she funded already. Mm-hmm. That was initially supposed to be a documentary that you brought up. Mm-hmm. And now it's a movie that she funded.
So go back. So even before that, even before all that, what you said, before that, she shot part of a documentary where she's following him around. That's her time, her money,
all that
energy.
Yes. Or work it into the movie somehow. Figure out how to, I guess we can use some of this documentary stuff. It's insane.
I don't want to do no revenue split no more. Give me $500,000 for the film. or, you know, we can negotiate a number for some upfront money. But it was never about no upfront money because, like, he specifically told her, I don't even want money, queen. All right. Just make the project and then we'll split it. But now he was demanding some upfront money for whatever damages he believed that he occurred during this filming process.
He threatened to take me to court for $500,000. I want y'all to listen carefully. He threatened to take me to court for $500,000. Now, when they put that on the table, the negotiation time, they want us to give a number. What number can you guys get from that $500,000? I will take it to my client.
500, but I'll negotiate with you though.
Yeah, just
we can work something out, shorty.
Just give me $150. Give me $150
and anal. Because she don't normally do that. So
he would take that to Umar, and if Umar approved, or if he doesn't approve, Umar would give us a number, and then if we still are not cooperating to negotiate, they threat to take to court. Honey, listen here. You hear me? So we're like, listen, please file the proper paperwork. And I hat off to TJ. File the proper paperwork with the Greater Cleveland Court. We will see you in court. We're not negotiating anything. Now, you know, I'm not even going to lie. I'm going to be transparent. So the ghetto came out of me. I said, tell that chatty patty jazz that he's not getting a penny from me. And then he's like, Miss Lauren is going to have that kind of language. We're ending. I said, we've been ending it. There's no negotiation.
They've been Indians? What she said?
I don't know. She said the ghetto came out. The ghetto.
Because she's
came out. Yes, and all those things.
That kind of language, we're ending. I said, we've been ending it. There's no negotiation. This is how Umar roll. So listen, I spent money for attorney. I had to give him another. That was the retainer fee. I had to give him more money because now we're preparing. These people are going to hit with paperwork to court. We're going to court. He's Umar Johnson. He has the fund to sue me. Okay. So when we called out his bluff, we never heard from his lawyer. Never heard from him. He is a financial in the Black community. What he does, the time that he was connecting with me.
She called him a graper?
I couldn't. They blanked.
What else could a financial graper?
No, son. She could say a financial leech. I'm trying to clean it up.
Yeah. I think she said that's what I think.
Legend. He was gathering data. He was studying his subject. He gave me two options. The first option is you won't spend your money. You're going to make this a finished product. And then I'm going to take it from you. I don't share the pie. I'm eating it all alone.
Or you could pay me money. She said you could either spend your money or you could pay me money.
Right.
Either way, you're going to lose money.
Either way, you're going to lose.
He ran up on me. I am not no dummy. I said, no, there was a contract. We had an understanding. You're not going to bully me. I'm not giving you the finished product.
Umar Johnson is a professional cap artist, so obviously Umar Johnson was not going to sue her. Umar Johnson was trying to scare her into relinquishing some paper to King Cup consciousness. But she
right, because he ain't got no money to sue nobody. He got to blow that. You know what I'm saying? He had strip clubs, hookers, Black and Miles and shit.
Yo, the gas station.
For real, that's what they said. He lived on the road. He probably spent his check. Whatever money he gathered. He called
another broad to come get him from Nebraska.
Exactly. Whatever money he gathered from the last event, he probably go to the hotel, do it up big. You know what I'm saying?
He became irate. And she even told Umar Johnson, okay, you want to play like this? Okay, let's play. Now, she's a donator to Umar Johnson. She gave Umar Johnson $2,000. So she began to make her own threats to Umar Johnson.
Same way. He gave me two options. Umar Johnson, you're conscious. I'm giving you two options. Here's your option. From 2023, my time frame with you is 7 years. The perfect number, my number, that's God's number. 7 years. Your first option. And I'm still keeping hope alive. If FDMG open, I will show up at the grand opening with receipt in hand because I got a cashier check. I'm so emotional. Let me calm down to get my thoughts. I got a cashier check. I contributed towards your vision. I believe in the concept of the village. I was part of the team that made the dream work. You understand? So I'm going to show up receipts. he would blind that day, him and I, we both gonna be at 6 o'clock. Because you know what? There's consequences to your action. I'm coming ready for him. And the second option he had, the same way, I didn't go to my first bank institute. I have two primary, not the first. I didn't go to Wells Fargo.
I don't mean to pause this, but if y'all remember at the beginning of this, when we first touched on this with Flacco, ourselves, and how the sister was very poised and well-spoken and relaxed and reserved.
She getting riled up.
Listen to her tone now and listen to. I mean, she had every right to be upset. I'm not saying she should be upset. But listen to her now.
Is this a red pill situation? You going to some high value man shit?
Not high value.
She's a woman. What do you want to be, a dude with a dick in the balls? That's the only person
I wanted to be cool. She not cool.
Because she's a woman. That's what women do.
Okay, none of them are cool then.
Right. So what's your point? If she was, she wouldn't be a woman. She'd be manlike.
Let her finish. I just want to hear her speak.
God, this ain't got nothing to do with nothing, yo. Dude. Who hurt you, niggas?
I went to Huntington Bank the same way. Willingly, you didn't put a gun in my hand. Yes, willingly, I gave you that contribution for FDMG. Your option is you're gonna give me my money back. You're gonna go to your finance institute and give me my money back. And I'm giving you the choice to give it back. Just like I said, you're gonna send it back. I don't care about no other donor, but if there's no school, you're gonna defecate or you're gonna vomit me my money back.
Damn, she said defecate or vomit my money back.
Out your ass.
Basically, out your mouth or your throat. Which one?
But first she was like,
pause.
Boys, artist.
Yes.
Director and filmmaker.
Now she
got her out of bag.
Hey, no.
You're gonna defecate or you're gonna vomit me my money back.
It starts to get
shit out.
Now, finally we got through that. Now let's get to the good part, okay? Here's where it begins to get really bad for Umar Johnson.
For real?
Umar Johnson didn't run her money back fast enough. So she began to drop videos on Umar Johnson. She began to reveal certain things that Umar Johnson didn't want out. Such as during the filming process, Umar Johnson asked her to get a white woman to be in the movie. Yes. Not only did he
well, you know he got saved by big white titties when he was a kid.
I don't.
Remember? He said he got saved. He told Mona.
Stop. In the pool. All he saw was a big set. That wasn't him. That was Ray J, man.
He told Mona from. Let me finish, son. He told Mona from Joe Budden's podcast he got saved by big white titties on her podcast. So he probably was just trying to get that.
Oh, classic. All right, my bad.
Out. Such as during the filming process, Umar Johnson asked her to get a white woman to be in the movie. Not only did he want a white woman to be in the movie, he wanted the white woman to be bare-chested in the nude. And he wanted the white woman to press her breast up against his chest.
So he could feel that white heat.
that white heat. That white goodness.
That white heat, that devil boobies.
that divine evil meat.
Divine evil pink.
That's no fight. All right, man.
Using this movie as a veil, right, to do things with that white woman that he knows he can no longer do in private, right? So she begins to release embarrassing things about Umar Johnson. Umar Johnson eventually says, bruh, this chick is going hard, man. She's doing interviews with Lennon Honor, a couple of my enemies, man. She's going crazy. I can't do this. So then he eventually begs her to stop. She doesn't stop. So then his lawyer contacts her and said, hey, listen, we've had enough, okay? We want to settle. Umar Johnson then writes her a check for over $60,000 to stop.
Okay, Umar, we knew you had it in you. We knew you had it somewhere. That's probably with the money for the school. That was a big hit.
Son, don't say we don't. Yeah, 60 bands. He gave
it's her fault. It's her fault. It's all this lady's fault.
From releasing all the information she has on him.
The reason I wanted to come out to make this video is because I received a check as a settlement from Dr. Umar Johnson. During the week, I received an email, and the email was not claiming to sue me. It was from his attorney at Cleveland Law Firm, which has a sister firm and where he's from, Philly. So they reached out. They wanted to have a dialogue. They wanted to give me a form of payment for my hardship that I dealt with Dr. Umar, for my donation And then for my therapy, what I did say I went to therapy in one of the videos, so they did their homework pretty thoroughly. They wanted to reimburse me for that. And he wanted to move forward and not have me make disparaging video about him anymore. Okay, so I'm sitting there, I'm like,
because she's a filmmaker, she's probably making excellent videos.
She probably got mad footage.
Yeah, she got a bunch of stuff.
She got mad footage, son.
Doing video, I don't understand. Can you elaborate on that? Miss Monia, you're getting on your YouTube video, you're saying he's dating outside his race, which is factual. He doesn't date outside his race. I said, okay, so we're having a dialogue. Let me put some clarification. Well, we don't need, I said, you're going to allow me to speak, sir. You're going to allow me to have clarification. I said, first of all, I was gracious and I was kind. All I said on that YouTube video, he wanted to see with a Caucasian woman. I said, but I took my phone because we were having the Zoom meeting on my laptop, on my Apple laptop. So I took my phone on block and I sent a text. Bleep. It went beep. I said, that beep you hear next to him, that's me texting him his own message, which is his acting number, his own message. I said, in that message, this is from Dr. Umar. He told me, Queen, this is how we're going to do this scene. I'm going to be bare-chested. This woman's going to have exposed breasts, and she's going to be pressing against my chest. I don't know if he thought I was doing a porn video, because we told him a feature film. But moving along, and they're like, well, we don't need, I said, well, I'm going to finish, whether you want to hear.
This ain't going to be no white women titties in my movie.
Right.
I'll be damned.
With Dr. Umar.
With Dr. Umar.
I'm going to finish. I said, that's what he wanted. And then the scene, I'm going to break it down to you, family. The scene was for him to go, he came to his senses because he had a moment of weakness. This is him typing all this garbage to me. He came to.
I like Umar, yo. He a wild boy.
That's what it is. Umar, he struggles with
right.
jungle fever.
What's this? Queens for what?
Black Queens Forever.
Snow Bunnies Never. Yeah. That's the.
Yeah, but he struggles with
right.
jungle fever. He fights it off.
Jungle fever. He's got jungle
it's very
fever.
Mild, benign. He takes his medication. You know what I'm saying?
Take cold baths. Right. Take cold showers.
3 single mothers a week. He'll be straight.
Because he had a moment of weakness.
Single black mothers, that is. Strong black women.
This is him typing all this garbage to me. He came to his weakness because he had a moment of weakness, and he's gonna go, no, I'm a Pan-African leader. I can't stoop to this level. Black Queen forever, Snow Bunny never, and I'm gonna throw her off the bed. This is what he wanted to incorporate in the movie, and I no, we're having this dialogue. We're gonna give you 68,000
over 60 G's.
600. I left the checks up there. I hadn't even cashed your check yet. Your check's still up there. But what I did do, I sent a copy of that check to Honor, because I promised Honor when I get paid, I would return back on this show, and then I would do let the people know I got my money back.
Here. But do you know the amount of information this woman must have to where Dr. Umar Johnson has been getting people making videos about him on the internet for a while now.
Right.
For Umar Johnson to tell her, hey, man, here's $68,600.
She was doing a documentary on him. I mean, she followed him around for a while with a camera.
Time, money, energy, film.
She could tear him up.
He got footage.
For him, he wouldn't even pay his rent. He paid this lady. He said, look,
easy. Whoa. I saw that last thing you dropped on it.
You don't release the information you have on me? Yo, there has to be some terrible things that she is in possession of. I don't know Umar Johnson to be the type of man to give $68,000 of anything to anybody. So she gets the check for $68,000, right? But here's where all Umar Johnson did was just open up the rabbit hole. She then took that money and funded a class action lawsuit against Umar Johnson for the FDMG donation. So she donated.
Wow. She took the money and got lawyers with it.
And filed a class action lawsuit for everybody who donated. You know, class action.
Damn, right. So whoever signed in, they could sign in on and be like, yo, I donated.
Not only do I want this money, I want all your money
all
back.
Other people money back. Damn.
$2,000 to Umar Johnson, right? She was able to gather about 40 other people who was on this lawsuit against Umar Johnson.
Call us, man.
And they
we did, man. Remember, we gave it $8.
We got a receipt.
Lawsuit has finally got approved to move forward. Not only is there a lawsuit going on, but they have, I believe, like a law firm has also agreed to investigate Umar Johnson to figure out if he did anything unethical or illegal. And they're going to forward it to prosecutors to hopefully get some type of investigation going and get him prosecuted.
All the participants, like I said, received notice to...
She's sitting by the grandfather clock. She ain't playing. No. You should have known not to play with this lady. This lady got a home.
Right. And a grandfather clock in the back.
Right. When you was doing it to her, Umar, I'm telling you, man, you shouldn't have. No, when you came in there.
She one of the pro-black ladies.
Yeah, she got a china closet and a grandfather clock and all that around her house. She wasn't playing with you. And she gave you $2,000 off the strength. Yeah. She make movies and you gonna play around with her livelihood and then try to threaten her?
And she got footage on you?
Plaintiff donors versus Jermaine Shermack, known as celebrity name Dr. Umar Johnson. This is now an official court matter. It's 40 of us. Now, the reason I'm part of it, yes, I did get a settlement, but they're using all my donation money to show that I was a supporter who did give donation. And then for the others, they all submitted copies of every cent that they gave to FDMG, and to show that they never also received any receipt. So a letter from the attorney that's representing the party.
She's still a single lady.
Did you hear the fire alarm chirp in the back?
It's an African ceiling bird.
No, it's not no African ceiling bird. She can't get up and change the damn battery. Come on, man. God damn it.
Even though she's a goddamn filmmaker.
Got $60,000. You can't change the goddamn smoke detector.
That's a single.
Typical.
That's a single lady.
Typical. I'm going to leave my bad. We're going to let the sister finish.
I'm telling you need a man to be like, girl, let me just, that's one of them things.
Son, don't make me. Don't make me upset, son.
40 will be sent to him to show good faith that we're willing to sit down and
which is really dangerous if you got a live Christmas tree. That's a live Christmas tree.
Man, let this rock, man.
African ceiling bird and a live Christmas tree is danger.
Son.
That's danger. The fire department to take your house away for that. That's a hazard.
Give him a chance to give an explanation to why this school hasn't been open, or when will this school be open, and then to give explanation on how the donation money is used. Is it being used appropriately for what the donor has given the money for? The step was like to start collecting evidence, which means that we were all supposed to retrieve, like get every single proof of money that went. And then their legal team, they obtained a lot of videos of him saying the school's going to be open, but the school has never been open. That's also an evidence to see why he's saying the school hasn't been open. So, and they sent this to us. Let me read it on for you guys. I'm sorry, I should be a little bit more prepared. Our job is to solve this case. You all have submitted the proper document of what happened, what each party contributed to the known school at FDMG. Putting the information in the hands of people who can investigate and who can bring appropriate prosecution. It is advice to not reach out.
You can't take donations and do whatever you want with it.
No, it's not.
You can pay yourself a certain salary, but you can't just
trick it off at the gas station. Yes, and it's not saying trick it off at the gas. It's a non-profit, man.
Yeah.
You know.
We're not allowed to reach out to Umar.
This is how they got Diddy. This is exactly how they got Diddy. The lawsuit happens, investigation takes place, they find any type of evidence of a crime, and they forward it to somebody to prosecute. The only legal obstacle here is Umar Johnson was getting donations. Now, these were not investors. These were people who donated. So, like, their legal, I guess, entitlement to whatever Umar Johnson is building isn't really there. But Umar Johnson do have a legal nonprofit, right, that has, I guess, like tax exemption status. So he does have legal obligations to where he has to document everything. His 501(c)(3) is public. And now he doesn't list himself as receiving any type of salary whatsoever. So if he is receiving a salary to run this nonprofit and he's taking money, but it's not being disclosed, well, that's a crime, right? You know, that's something you got to deal with. But I think Umar Johnson knew something was coming because Umar Johnson gave this lady $68,000. $68,000. Right? Now, whatever she has, because Umar Johnson is used to getting exposed online, whatever she has to be potent to where he's giving her $68,000.
Right.
Diddy gave Cassie $20 million because Diddy understood whatever Cassie reveals could potentially get him in a lot of trouble. So Umar Johnson giving up $68,000 is equivalent to Diddy giving up $20 million. Right? But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think, man? And if you're still watching,
maybe he could pay everybody back with his sweat.
It's not about paying everybody.
Maybe a little sweat he be offering, all that sweat.
I wonder after that with paying her off, just like Diddy, does she have to sign off like a disclosure saying that she can't speak upon this anymore, or you know, like a FDA or something like that, or just is it hush money? Was that $68,000?
Hell yeah, it was hush money.
All right, well, why is she still talking about it? He could come to court and be like, "Yo, I paid you off, man. Shut up, keep your mouth closed."
She ain't signed nothing, just like he said. She ain't signed no NDA. She said, "Yeah, sure. I won't say nothing else. I'll file a damn lawsuit." How about that?
And I'll notify, what's the dude name she interviewing her right now?
Right, whoever.
Yeah, whatever the brother name. Yeah.
Anyway, we out.